Bob, so start with Eric. He's been in a slump, and he admitted it as of late, but obviously got out of it in a big way today.
Well, as he gleefully announced in the locker room after the game, his recruitment came down to Auburn and us. So he made the right choice. We're getting better and better. It's as I said on the radio just a little bit ago, we have guys in the portal, we have transfers, we have guys that have been here for a while. And you're trying to put everybody together. James hasn't played very much. And in the last couple games, he's earning playing time, which is, they all at some point in time come in and say, what do I got to do to play more? Play better. James has played better. He's certainly a factor around the rim.
Jimmy today came up big in the scoring department, and you've talked about how he's exceeded expectations in some ways in that role for you guys. Where have you seen the development grow behind the scenes, and just how much does that open you up when he can score down low?
Well, see, I always thought Jimmy could score down low. It was other people who said, he's not going to be able to score for you. When you got a body like that and you've got shoulders that wide, all you got to do is be able to look at the rim and you're going to score some points. I think the biggest problem that the majority of bigs have is they never look where they're shooting. They're too busy looking at where the defender is or where they are on the floor or whatever instead of putting their eyes on the rim. There's a big damn square up there. And if you put it in that square, it will go in. Except maybe for him. He shot he put it in the square and it rolled around and went out, but that doesn't happen.
With James, since the performance he had at Texas Tech, have you noticed another level of confidence or anything like that with him?
Yeah. I think that the biggest thing is his teammates are developing confidence more and more and more. I think that really helps James. James came over here from England and didn't know anybody and talked funny and really didn't know anything about basketball. So as he matures as a player and he matures as a person, I think he's just going to continue to get obviously better and better.
Did you have a feeling Eric was going to break out?
It was a matter of time. He's put time in, and he's really worked at his mechanics. You get to playing and pick up ball in the off season, and you get to throwing your head back and throwing your leg out. The ideal thing is to stay perpendicular. Have your hand on the ball. I don't know what I was doing. It was late at night and I couldn't sleep like I normally can't, and I'm flipping through the channels. And this deal came up. And the first thing I saw was Jerry walking out of the cabin. And he was in the woods, and I forget who the former pro player was. He was going around talking to all these different guys about their experiences. Jerry walks out and he's got a pot and he's stirring the pot, and he says, "Hey, you hungry?" And the guy goes, "Nah, I don't think so." Jerry says, "What is it? I got squirrel stew here, really good." He's stirring. The guy goes, "Nah, I stopped at fast food place. I'm fine." And started talking about him being the logo. Jerry accepted and all that. But then I got into the shooting part of it, which he asked Jerry because Jerry was such a great shooter, great free throw shooter. And So I played it for our guys. You know, and anytime Jerry comes on, they, you know, their attention span becomes a lot greater. So they sit and watch that, then watch that. And I think it really helped. I think it really helped. It really helped Eric. You know, we talked about, you know, your hand having to be under the ball, which a lot of guys don't do. And how? You know, he shot the ball. He talked about, you know, I shot free throws blindfolded or with my eyes closed. Because it was about the repetition that I did. Just, you know, I didn't need to. It developed my confidence. So, and that was probably as attentive as I've ever seen it. So, even 3,000 miles away, Jerry can help.
Coach, you get one today in front of the home fans. You've won 3 out of the last 4, 2 over ranked competition, and you're going to need a crazy coliseum down the stretch of this Big 12 gauntlet. Just how important is that to play well for the fans here in Morgantown?
Well, I think it means everything. It certainly means everything to me. You know, I know how hard those tickets are to get. I know how far people have to come after they get the tickets. I know the drives that they make, and the terrain that they drive to get here. So, yeah, I mean, I love them being here. I love having a full house. I tell our guys constantly, you know, we can't let these people down. You know, we've let them down enough. We can't continue to let them down.
Bob, how's Emma doing, and is the ankle at all connected to how he played and not playing late today?
Who's that?
Emmett.
You know, like it's basketball. You're going to sprain your ankles, you're going to stay with your fingers, you're going to, it's basketball. You have to play through it, and some days you can play through it better than other days. And I think today was one of those days where Emmett struggled to play through it. You know, you say you have a sprained ankle, there's a lot of ways, different ways that you can sprain your ankle. And it causes a lot of different places where you experience more pain than you would somewhere else. So I thought he fought through it really well the first half. In the second half, really, we were so careless with the ball that I felt like we needed to have more ball handlers on the floor.
Part of that what led to playing Jimmy and James together? Was it a matchup thing? And how did you feel like that worked?
But it had a lot to do with their size and who they were playing.
A legend in the house today, of course, Sir Charles Barkley. What did you think about his graciousness yesterday at the Fish Fry? What did that give the Big 12 SEC Challenge, having him in the building?
Well, I asked Charles to come to the Fish Fry, and that was at the Hall of Fame induction in Springfield. And he was great. He said, "What do you need me to do?" And I've known Charles for a long time. We've played a lot of golf together. We've hung out. We've played cards together. Like he used to do it's like a vacation deal for the really good NBA players and the top level college coaches in their mind. And so we were all together. We played a lot of golf together, all around the pool together, played cards together, and so you get to know people pretty well. And Charles is, people don't realize what a great person he is. He is just a fantastic person. And I asked him if he would do that for me, and he said, "Yeah, sure."
You beat him on the golf course.
That wasn't hard.
Coach, as Auburn cuts it down, they get it down to like 1 point, 2 points on a couple different possessions. Was the difference Stevenson, those threes that he hit in those moments, and then also your thoughts on the very last possession? Any thoughts on fouling up 3 at that point?
No.
Because
Crossed my mind.
okay.
Why would I foul?
Right.
Why would I foul, particularly with their athleticism? And so they make the first one, they tip the second one back and make it, and we lose.
Right.
Why would you do that? Why would you risk losing? I'd just as soon risk going overtime, more than I would want to risk losing.
Right.
Coach, did it feel like every time Eric went up to shoot that it was going in? He told me it did.
No, because I've seen Eric shoot too much. We've talked about it. I think everybody has a tendency, especially coming off of summer, to have your shoulders back. When your shoulders are back, it's generally shooting it online more rather than getting it up. He got it up great today. Got under it well.
What does it say about the progression of the team to win 2 straight when Trey hasn't been near his best in either game?
Trey's carried us at the beginning of the year. He's been terrific. He wasn't as good today as what he normally is and happens. And unfortunately, other people stepped up.